Well, hello everybody, welcome back. I'm really glad you could join me once again. It's a beautiful morning here in Edinburgh. The sun is shining. It's so nice because for the last few days we've had rain and clouds, so it's been a bit disheartening, and now the sun has come out and it really just peps you up and makes you feel better. So I'm going to get out into the garden. Because of the rain, there's a bit of mess in there. Lots of leaves have fallen off my plants, so I need to go and sweep. And even though it has been raining, my plants still need to be watered, so I'm going to go out and do that a bit later on. But yes, as I'm here at home, you will realise that I didn't go on the trip to Dubai or the Seychelles. Very last minute, back and forth with them, with the PR, and this is very common in our industry. Things are usually very last minute, and things have to try to be arranged, and sometimes they just don't happen. So they wanted us to reschedule it for a few weeks' time, but Nathan is away for the whole of the rest of this month, and then the same for August. July I'm away on a family holiday, so it's going to be September or October. It's quite crazy when you have to organise your calendar like this. You realise how quickly the year goes, and how, like, when we do get to September, the year's almost finished and we'll be on to the festive season. It's just quite crazy how quickly time flies by. And I saw something the other day on Instagram, and it said, those born in 1990 are 15 years away from being 50. And it shocked me to the core. I can tell you, I don't have any issues with telling you that. I thought, oh my goodness, in 15 years I am going to be 50 years old. What? How is that even possible? I feel 21, and I'm sure everybody who is older or the same age as me can... Oops, a bird just flew into the window, but it seems to be okay. Yeah, oops. Can relate to the fact that the years just seem to whiz by and you still feel like you did when you were 21. So 15 years ago I was 20, and I can remember being 20. I remember that time in my life very well. I had just entered into a new relationship. I moved away with my boyfriend to Bristol. It was the first time that I'd really lived away from my hometown. I didn't enjoy it at all. It was a disaster, actually. That relationship was a disaster. But that is story time for another time. And yeah, I can remember that time very well. And in another 15 years, I'll be 50. What? Quite frightening. So I guess you just have to enjoy every single day, not think too far ahead. I mean, we never know what's going to happen. But yeah, time is going very, very fast. So yes, we're not on the trip, but to be honest, I'm okay with that. It just means that now I get to spend more time in my home, slowing down, enjoying being with Sophie, and enjoying everything in Edinburgh. And when the weather is like this, it's quite lovely. What we are doing, tomorrow Nathan and I are going up to St Andrews, which is on the coast. It's a beautiful, beautiful town. It's famous for the university. In fact, William and Kate, the Prince and Princess of Wales, met at St Andrews University. So we're going there to stay at the Fairmont Hotel, and it's an event with Dr. David Jack. Dr. David Jack is a Scottish aesthetic doctor. So he specialises in facial treatments, facials, lasers, peels, and he also does Botox and fillers. So he has a beautiful clinic here in Edinburgh. His main clinic is in London, but now he's doing a pop-up clinic at the Fairmont in St Andrews. So we've been invited along to attend the launch event. They're providing transportation from Edinburgh to St Andrews. We get to stay over for the night, and I think there's a dinner and a speech and things like that. So it should be a fun evening. It's always great to go on these little adventures with Nathan. We make the most of it. So yes, that is the update about the trip. So thank you for everybody for all your kind wishes and words about that. It would have been fun, but it will happen at some point this year, probably in September. So I wanted to show you the things that I sent to the tailor and how they look now. So these are new things. Well, one of them isn't new. One of them is a gift from Nathan. And I had to flip the camera around, otherwise you can't see full length. So it will have the dark edges either side, but I think that's better than you need to be able to see. So I'm just going to pop these on now and show you. Okay, so these are a beautiful brand, 100% linen, and they're designed to be very old school, kind of like a 1940s look. And so they're supposed to be high-waisted, and they've got these pleats, so they're kind of a very summery Italian style trouser, and I just had them adjusted because they were too long for one, because they come in one size, and then there was an issue with the way they sat at the back, so they kind of stuck out a little bit. So that has been fixed, and I think I had them adjusted on the waist to make them slightly smaller, because these were a 30 and I'm about a 28. So they fit really well, and for the summertime, when you've got a beautiful linen shirt, I think these will be great. So these are the trousers, and these are quite chic, I think. Yep, I like them. And that issue has been fixed at the back now, because they were sticking out like this, but that has been fixed. So yeah, these are the trousers. These are perfect for the summer. I'll be wearing these when I go to my family holiday in Mallorca. I might be going elsewhere, maybe Italy, so these are perfect for summer in Europe. Okay, so the next thing are these green trousers that I got from Zara. Now, I loved these. They're so soft, and again, more loose style. This last year I've got into wearing more loose, and I think that influence is from TikTok. Some really stylish guys on there, and I just realised that tight trousers were not the vibe anymore. So these were from Zara, and I had to have them turned up because Zara trousers are always way too long. So now these have a slight little gathering at the bottom, but they need to be washed, and the thing about when you have things adjusted, you need to make sure that you leave a little bit of allowance if they haven't been washed yet, because they will always become a little bit shorter in the wash. So again, I love these. They fit really well. Great with a linen shirt, or even just, in fact, it looks quite nice with black. Green and black is quite a nice combination. So they look great now. And yes, these trousers cost me, I think they were £25. It cost me £70 for all of the tailoring altogether, and I had my white kit blake trousers, these, a jacket that I'm about to show you, and a shirt done. So that is not bad for all of those things. Yeah. Yeah. And then the last thing is this linen jacket that Nathan gave to me. This was his, but it's too small for him now. Somehow the arms have got shorter for him. It was quite baggy on me, so I have took it to the tailor, and they have adjusted it now. So that fits beautifully. It was gaping here before. It's quite nice on the arms. It's got this lovely detail where instead of just being straight across, it's cut so that it's rounded. It's a bit longer in the back here, so it looks quite chic. So this is great. I got the trousers with this as well. Nathan gave those to me. And this is a great suit for the summertime. Imagine this with a beautiful white shirt on an Italian evening going for dinner. I think it'd be great. So yeah. And then finally my shirt that I got, I had it made shorter. It's a linen shirt. I'll just grab that. Yep, so this needs to be washed and pressed, but I had this made shorter because it was quite long, and then I had the buttons changed because the buttons were coming off. This shirt, I bought this in Mykonos. Last year I went to Mykonos on a private holiday with a friend, and this shirt is from a brand called 100% Capri, and it is the most beautiful store. I think they have them all around Europe, but the linen in there is just divine. Gorgeous, beautiful, quality linen. And this shirt with these kit blake trousers is just a beautiful look. I've tried it on, it looks amazing. So I'm excited to try these for the summer. So yeah, I just thought that I would share my little adjustments, and it really is worth the investment of taking things to the tailor. You find a great tailor wherever you are, they will be your new best friend, and clothes will just be transformed. I actually decided to get changed because those green trousers with that black cardigan look pretty good, and I thought tomorrow for the Dr. David Jack event, I wasn't sure what I would wear, and I think that would be a great outfit, so I thought change, so that today I am seeing Nathan later on. We're going for a meeting, so I don't want anybody to see that look, so you're getting the exclusive. I've got changed, I'll go back as far as I can. It's impossible with the camera this way. Yeah, maybe I'll just flip it. Okay, so yeah, I'm wearing this now. Nice and summery, but still warm, because it's cold in Scotland. And yeah, these are from Abercrombie, these jeans, and then this knitwear is from Uniqlo. And these black shoes are from Zara, and I got them 10 years ago in Dubai. And I didn't wear them until about 2 weeks ago for the first time. So sometimes you buy things, you like them, but they don't fit into your life, and then they come back and you can enjoy them. So on a beautiful day like this, I just crave salads. In the winter it's soups, and to be honest, I do like soups in the summer as well, especially cold ones, but I really do love a salad in the summer. So I'm going to share with you a recipe that I make quite often in the summer. And this is a roasted peach and burrata salad with pistachio and basil pesto. And this is quite a delicious, refreshing salad. The loveliness of the roasted peaches, which almost become caramelized, and then the nutty basil pesto is just a wonderful combination, and it's very, very easy to make. So let's begin. I'm going to start by slicing. I don't have peaches, so I'm using nectarines, and this is fine. Beautiful nectarines. So good. And then I'm just going to take a roasting tin, and we'll pop these in here facing upwards and just drizzle them with olive oil, and then we will pop these into the oven at 180 for about 15 to 20 minutes until they're nice and caramelized. Okay, so these are going in. And now we can get on with making the pesto, which is my favourite part. So for the pesto, I've got some basil. I'm going to take about half of it, so this much. And then I've got some pistachios, some garlic, and some Parmesan cheese. So I'm just going to grate Parmesan now. You need about 30 grams of Parmesan. And this Parmesan just makes the most wonderful dressing. So now I've got the blender out, I'm going to go over here and we're going to start making the pesto. So the pesto is done, and it should be loose enough that you can, pour it on. And honestly, oh my god. Wow. The basil and the cheese just gives this burst of flavour. So green, summery, beautiful. And if it is too thick for you, just add a little bit of water in. But I like it like this, where you've got that little bit of... It's still quite thick, but it drips off the spoon. It's almost like a yogurt texture. And the joy is, I can keep dipping the spoon in because I'm the only person who's going to be eating this. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left on our peaches, so I'm going to start to assemble our salad together now. So I've got this beautiful plate from a British company called Marigold and Lettuce. In fact, it's not really a company, it's a one-woman business. She makes her own pottery. I got this at Christmas time. It's got sprouts on it, beautiful. I haven't really used this yet, so I'm excited to do it now. So I'm just going to take some of my rocket and we're going to place this on the platter all over to cover the surface. Salads are just so simple but so satisfying and healthy. I only really eat healthy, good food now. Went through a few years of, overindulging, but I'm happy now that I enjoy eating good food and I definitely feel better for it. I'm actually just going to pour into the jug pesto. I couldn't find the word. Happens a lot on this channel. What is the word I'm looking for? Pesto. And we'll have some salt and pepper on here. So we have our peaches and we're just going to nestle these through the salad. They're lovely and caramelized, warm. And that's what I like about salads, is when you have cold, warm, crunchy, soft. It's the difference in everything that makes it so wonderful. Now our burrata. Let's tear this open. Ooh, look at the creamy beauty of this. Just put this through. And then we can drizzle on some of our pesto. Some more salt. And some fresh black pepper. So I am going to pour myself a nice glass of rosé. This is a Côte de Provence rosé, very light pink, which is my favourite. It's barely there. And this is wonderful for these beautiful summer days with a gorgeous salad. And I'm going to serve some of this in a bowl and I'm going to go outside and enjoy. So cheers. Glorious day here. beautiful rosé. So delicate. Hello. You come to say hello to all your fans? Yeah. Little Sophie. Lovely girl. Okay. Let's try. Bit of burrata on here and the pesto. Wow, that is truly divine. The sweetness of the peaches, and then the beautiful savoury delight of that pesto, the basil and that garlic, and then we've got the creamy burrata. It's a perfect combination for a salad. Truly divine. Wow. I make salads all the time. That is one of the best I've ever made. I will put the recipe in the description for you. Wow. So yes, garden blooming. You can see everything's grown quite a lot since the last time that I showed you the garden. Bursting into life. These hydrangeas are huge now. This one's not doing so well, but I think it just needs a bit of water, even though it's been raining. And this needs watering now. This comes out in red leaves as it grows new growth, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but oh well. White lavender smells amazing. We're having new growth on this. So I'm just going to give a little water, and I think that will do. Last video I mentioned that I'd set up a new Substack, and I have begun to post on there, and I've noticed that a lot of people have signed up for it. Now, as I've got to know it a little bit better, I've realised that you don't have to, every time you want to post something, it doesn't have to go directly to everybody's inbox, which I'm very relieved about, because that would be quite tiresome if you were getting emails every day. So it's really made me realise that I can post a lot more, and it doesn't have to go to your inbox. I can just post it and it will appear on my feed on the Substack, which is a great relief. So yesterday I posted my second post, and I wanted to do something a little bit more personal. And one of the things that I talk about here on this channel a lot, the main theme of this channel, is creating a beautiful life from nothing. And so in this post that I posted yesterday, I shared a very personal story, something that I've never ever talked about here, even on YouTube, about my breakup in 2020 with my partner of 10 years, and how I had to start from the beginning, and how that really impacted me, and how I had to kind of just get on with life, even though it was a very painful time. So if you would like to read that, it is free to read. I will put the link in the description box, but it might be interesting for everybody who's always wondered about my past relationship and how I got to this point in my life. And as I said on the last video when I was telling you about my Substack, the reason for creating it was for this purpose. I find it a lot easier to work with a written word, and it's easier for me to open up and really share who I am, and that was one of the main reasons for doing it, to be able to be more open, to be able to connect more. So yeah, I think that was a great thing to do, because it really does give that thing that I wanted, the layer of intimacy and friendship that we can have together. So I will get on with the rest of my day. It's been so fun to be with you here once again. I will be filming our trip to the Fairmont with Dr. David Jack tomorrow with Nathan in St Andrews, so that will be probably the next vlog. But until then, I do hope you have a lovely rest of your week and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time. Take care.